They say everything is big in Texas, except, of course, the men who run it. They have tiny little brains, but they don't let that get in the way. The governor, Greg Abbott, and the attorney general, Ken Paxton, are about as bright as a burned-out bulb in a coal mine. But that doesn't stop them from passing and enforcing stupid laws, boasting loudly about their power, and helping ensure that Texas remains an underfunded, undereducated, and under-resourced state, hell-bent on getting to the future of 1947. Well, these tiny-brained, big-ego boys just got their 10-gallon hats handed to them by an acting county clerk in New York State. Ooh, now who's all big and powerful? I'm going to talk about what Texas was doing in New York State to begin with. But first, it's worth pointing out that Republicans are ardent defenders of free speech. Unless they don't like the speech. Then they run around banning books, deporting students, prohibiting story hours, and anything else that hurts their little fifis. And it's the same way with states' rights. Republicans like Ken Paxton are dyed-in-the-wool states' rightsers until it doesn't work for them. So they cheered loudly when Roe was overturned and then passed the most draconian anti-abortion laws as fast as they could. And it's their right because it's their state. By God, don't tell anyone Ken Paxton what he can and can't do in the kingdom of Texas. Ken Paxton is so awful at being an attorney general that even the Republicans in Texas tried to impeach him. He was indicted for felony security fraud, investigated by the FBI for abusing his office to help a wealthy donor, had an extramarital affair connected to the FBI probe, and was sued by the State Bar of Texas. The only thing Paxton really knows how to do is make headlines, like this.
News at this hour, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton has announced he is launching an investigation into Texas Children's Hospital. Paxton says this is to find out whether they are, quote, actively engaging in illegal behavior and performing gender transitioning procedures on children. It's not clear what illegal behavior Paxton is referring to. A bill has been passed to ban gender-affirming care for children in Texas, but it does not go into effect until September. He has also launched an investigation into Dell Children's Medical Center in Austin for the same reason.
The other big Paxton publicity stunt was trying to go after a New York doctor for prescribing the abortion pill mifepristone to a Texas woman via telemedicine. Paxton then brought suit against the doctor, Margaret Carpenter, and a Texas state judge, Brian Gant, in Collin County, Texas, entered a default judgment against Carpenter because, of course, she didn't show up to the lawsuit. So then Paxton went ahead and tried to enforce the ruling through New York courts. Now, everyone knew it was saber-rattling. Everyone knew it was just a publicity stunt, but Paxton went ahead with it anyway. Well, today, Paxton's attempt was rejected in the most humiliating way possible. Not by the governor, not by the New York Attorney General, nor the Chief Justice of the state of New York. Nope. In fact, Paxton won't even get a day in court. And why? Because as Reuters reports, acting Ulster County Clerk Taylor Bruck said in a statement that he would not allow Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton to file a motion to enforce the judgment in New York court, in what appeared to be the first use of New York's so-called shield law meant to protect New Yorkers from enforcement under other states' abortion laws. Okay, so let's break this down because it is humiliating. Paxton didn't lose some hard-fought case in the liberal bastion of New York. No, he was denied the opportunity to even have a trial to pursue this case. And this is the really funny part. This wasn't the 20-page opinion of a judge citing constitutionality. It was a county clerk saying, "Nah, dude, you have no standing here." And even worse, with all due respect and admiration for Taylor Bruck, he's the acting county clerk. And he just told Ken Paxton to go and suck on it. The state of New York knew these BS suits would come from red state political hacks like Paxton. That's why they passed shield laws to begin with. As Reuters reports, the law says New York will not cooperate with another state's effort to prosecute, sue, or otherwise penalize a doctor for providing the pills, as long as the doctor complies with New York law. These blowhards don't even get to walk into the courthouse. Now, naturally, Paxton issued a statement after this decision, and I'm not even going to remotely present it. Why would I give that crook who should have been impeached even 1 second of airtime? I'm not going to implicitly legitimize him by presenting what he has to say. I'm going to suppress it as it should be. He can just go stand on a soapbox in some back alley. Sadly, this won't be the last of it. The state of Louisiana is going to try and criminally prosecute Dr. Carpenter. You can imagine what the state of New York is going to do when Louisiana asks for extradition. They're going to say, Louisiana, you're full of shrimp. I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrats.